Hey, how are you doing? Welcome to the Cross-Eyed Texan, where we explore fragrances, aftershaves, and shaving accoutrements, so we can also help enjoy the small things in life. So today's shave, here's what we're gonna do. We're using Boardwalk Barbershop. This is old school. This is not the CK6 stuff. I've had this for a while, and I haven't used it very much, and I don't know why. But it sure does smell good, though. So we're using that. We have the aftershave splash to go with it, and I even have the EDP. And I'm using this little $9 or $10 bowl that I bought that I absolutely love. I picked this up off of Amazon. Let me see if I can find the name of it. I don't know if you can see that right there, but that's what it is. I really like this bowl. It's double insulated. It works pretty good. And I'm using my boar brush. These are great brushes, man. I like them a lot. All right, so let's start off with a little warm water just for the brush. I don't even care it's warm, man. It is 98 degrees here in Dallas-Fort Worth. The heat index said it's 107. And this is going to be one of the coolest days of the next 10. What's the old saying? Spring is sprung, fall is fell, summer's here, and it's hotter than usual. Yeah, that's us. Welcome to Dallas, baby. So let's soak this brush in the old Texas mud. And let her sit while we get everything ready. Now, I've only used these Treat new steel blades once, and I didn't use them in the most aggressive razor I had because I'm, smart. But now we're going to throw caution to the wind. This could be the world's first slasher shaving video, so stay tuned. But we're using this in a game changer. So let me get this blade loaded. I tried to have this stuff done before I hit record, but you know what? I was watching videos and I was like, well, I want to make a shaving video, so I'm in here making a shaving video. I try to do this in the evening, but I'm going to change that. I want to try to do it around this time. Get it uploaded for the good old Saturday night shave. And to get the soap out of here, the PAA pick. Yeah! I haven't used this in a long time, and I'm curious. Oh, it's still very tacky. Yeah. This stuff is still really soft. I'm taking about that much. That's more than I need, but I really don't care. I always use more soap than I need. I mean, what am I saving it for? I'm 50. I turned 57 in August. I'm going to be dead before all this stuff is used up anyway. So, who cares? Go for it. I got my sink filled up with water. And what I normally do after I put it in here, for you guys who may not know, is I mash it down, spread it around, jump down, turn around. Yeah, that's still nice and soft. This stuff is slick. I mean, I had a sample of the CK6, and I think that's all they offer now is the CK6. I had a sample of the CK6, man, and it was crazy slick. I can't imagine. But I am about to buy some more things from PAA. They got a couple of things I want to try. They have their own version of good old Armani Acqua di Gio. Acqua di Gio, however you want to say it. It's called Acqua di G. I'm going to try some of that because it's one of my favorite scents in the world. So let's squeeze out a little bit of water. Yeah, I'm having trouble holding on to the brush already. So let's make a lather. Did I mention that I actually have the EDP from Phoenix for this stuff? And I think that's what I'm going to wear. It just smells like summertime. They say this stuff is supposed to smell like a Boardwalk Barbershop out in California. I don't know if it really does or not because there's no smell of weed in the air. So, sorry, I had to go there. I actually haven't been there, but I know people who've been there saying that in certain spots of California outside, it smells like a marijuana factory. We are still a little bit sudsy here, and I want to get this going just a little bit better. So I'm going to put my bowl down. Yeah, you can hear that, I'm sure. I think that'll work. I think that'll work just fine. It's all slopping out of the bowl. This should be good for a couple of passes. So, let me wet the face here. Oh, pre-shave, shower, as always. Shower, and I scrub the bejoodles out of my face with I use a silicone, what would you call it? Scrubby thing, yeah. I use a silicone scrubby thing because I don't like loofahs. I never have. I think they're gross. All right. Enough talking. Let's start shaving. So how's your weekend going, folks? What's new? What's happening? How's your mom and him? There's a southern thing. How's your mom and him? It's actually, mom and him is all one word. Just in case you didn't know. Still smells good. But I noticed that it sits in it. Probably, I didn't taste any better than it used to. Probably losing some of its shaved soapiness. But we are about to find out, y'all. Game changer. .84 base plate. New steel from Treat. I'm scared, Mom. Don't make me do it. Hey. It's okay on the flat spots. It's like having a race car that only goes straight. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Start on this side. My next couple videos, I got some blades that I haven't used in months. So I'm going to go back and revisit some of those and see how they are. And I've also narrowed down my next razor because I want one really good razor. And I've narrowed it down to 2. One of them is the Mule R94 Roca, and the other one is the Edwin Jagger 316. I got a friend of mine at church who has the 316, and I just sent him a message asking if he would be so kind as to let me try it. So if he will, Tuesday or Wednesday will be my next video upload for shaving anyway, and we'll try it. I was watching Geo. Hang on just one sec. I was watching. It's a little grabby right there. I was watching Geo Fatboy in one of his videos. He reviewed both of those side by side. And the thing he said he liked about the R94, I think I said 84. The R94 was just a tad more aggressive and it had more weight and substance. So I'm going to pick up one of those, and I think I think I'm going to pick up a Henson too. You noticed on the channel I don't buy too many razors because I've got a lot of Parkers. I don't have a Parker with the old school head. The other Parker I have, I don't have sitting out here, I'd show you, is the Parker 78R, and it's the new style head. And I want one of the Parkers with the old school head. So I'm going to pick one of those up just so I can have it. But I don't have a lot of money to buy a bunch of razors, and I don't want to get any more than, this is going to sound ridiculous, I don't want to have any more than 20 razors. I think 20 is enough. Because I have the tendency to give things away. And I would like to have some good razors that I could gift to people. Because I ain't taking none of this crap with me, so I might as well be generous. So, okay, didn't do very good on the first pass, to be quite honest. But you know what? There's enough slickness left over from that soap to lightly go back over it. Okay. So, reapply. I'm going to dip in here and get me some mo. And the next pass is going to be against the grain. This is where the smoothness of a razor blade, for me, excuse me, man, I'm dying here. I sound like I just smoked a pack of Camels or something. That's how hot it is in Texas. Sorry about that. I was thirsty. Oh, and I'm also, for those of you who may be interested, I'm fixing to make some upgrades for my desktop audio system. Right now I just have a set of studio monitors that I use for doing podcasts and things like that. But I want something more that's a little more entertaining. So I'm about to get me a new set of speakers and a desktop amplifier from SMSL. And we're going to talk about that. Once I get it, I'm going to show you all around. Because there are other things I do than shave. All right, let's see what happens with this blade going this direction. Definitely not as sharp as any of my Gillettes. Although it's not always the case, I find that generally speaking, the smoother, the sharper a blade is, the smoother it is. And that might be like saying the water's wet. What are you talking about? But I've actually had a couple of really sharp blades that I didn't find all that smooth. Feather would be one of them. The first shave with a feather blade for me is terrifying. But your mileage may vary. Shaving blades, razors are a very subjective thing. The only thing that really isn't, and let me know what you think, the only thing I don't think is very subjective is a soap. I think we can all agree on what a good soap is. So I have a question for the comments, y'all. What's your least favorite soap? What soap have you used that you was like, oh my God, I'm never using this again? I tried some Luther one time, or Lothar, or however it was, and the one that I got wasn't very good, and I need to revisit it. I need to find some more and try it and see what I think about it now. But I didn't find it very good, but it was a couple of years ago. And I think everybody deserves a second chance. I hear a lot of people saying that they like it, but the one I had was like calm, I think. And it just did not agree with my face too well. It wasn't very slick. It felt dry. And yes, I did use it more than once. That little sticking your tongue in the cheek trick works. It's funny how we can learn things from each other, but that's great. I was thinking about all this stuff, all of us making videos for each other, and it's kind of tribal in nature. You know what I mean? This is a place for men to discuss things and encourage each other, not just about shaving, but just about everything. I also remind you again that June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And friend, if you're struggling with anything and you need some help and you're here in the United States, you can call 988 and you can reach out and get some help. It doesn't matter what you're struggling with. I hate losing people that way. I don't want to lose anybody until it's time for God to call you home. So, that's a little side note there. If you need some help, call 988. All right, so now we're going to do a little pickup pass right here. A little pickup pass. Yes, indeed. Right here under my chinny chin. And I have a feeling this is going to be a rough day with the alum block because I can feel it already. I have a feeling this is going to feel like shoving a fork in a toaster. It's going to sting. Well, I'm getting that little turkey neck thing right there. And it's hard to shave around. Getting old sucks. I was 20 years old in 1986. I had no idea I was going to make it this far. Because if I did, I'd have taken a whole lot better care of myself. Somebody told me, said, well, it's better than being old, it's better than the alternative. I said, well, it all depends on what you believe. I take my last breath, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? Yep, you can hear that. Get a little closer. You can hear that. Spots that I missed. But I think that's close enough for a guy who doesn't have a girlfriend. So. Let's get this face wiped off a little bit. Man, we are almost to 450 subscribers. Good gravy. I can't believe that this channel is growing. I dig it. I enjoy making these videos. And I'm fixing to buy some editing software to try to make it a little more polished. I'm going to find me some graphic designer to do up a logo for the channel. That's pretty good. These blades aren't bad, but they're not as smooth as some, but they do in a pinch. But I would like to have a logo, and I'm thinking about just changing the name of the channel. And let me know what you think in the comments to just TCT Reviews. I don't know if I am or not. I'm just thinking about that because I think it would screw up the ability to find me. But a lot of people have been referring to me as TCT, and I kind of like that. But those are the blades we use today. Not too bad. Give them a try. They're not very expensive. If you don't like them, you can send them to me. All right, so here's the Allen block that I chose. It's really holding up pretty well, and I'm half scared of this. Got it wet. Oh yeah. As Eddie Murphy said, that'll get them buying chopstick. Ooh. I was sleepy a little while ago. This kind of woke me up. All right, so let's let this sit. That actually wasn't too bad. So I saw a sign in a restaurant one time that says, "Never argue with a fool," because it proves that there are only two. I've recently discovered through an exchange with a gentleman on a video comment that there are people who legitimately are asking questions about things, and there are people who just want to argue. It's important to have the discernment to know the difference between the two. And you know what? It really doesn't matter what the subject matter is. For me, it's usually about faith. But whether it's politics or whatever, there are people who just want to start a fight. And it's very important to know the difference between who just wants to have a discussion. You don't even have to agree. You don't even have to agree. But you can have a pleasant discussion and part company on good terms and be civil to each other. All right, so as you can tell, I've barely used any of this splash. I have so much stuff. I'm about to start whittling through it and giving some of it away. That stuff smells fabulous. And after I shut off the camera, I'm going to go put on the EDT. I'm going to spend the rest of my day spending some time reading my Bible and a book that I just started reading. Trying to stay out of the heat and enjoying myself by myself. So, as I always like to say, if you can't find a good, decent person in this world, then you step up and be one. Be the change that you want to see. Bless somebody. Make somebody smile. Hold the door open for somebody. Give somebody a comment. Help somebody out with something. Pay for something unexpectedly. And men, send your wife some flowers for no apparent reason. Do that. But anyway, I wanted to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every subscriber that I get. And hopefully this thing right here will stop this video, because if it doesn't, you're going to see my hand reaching for it. Thank you. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you like this type of content, especially from a bargain point of view, then subscribe to my channel and let's enjoy this journey together. And let's be tribal and let's talk about stuff. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day.